1-888-749-4455. That's 1-888-749-4455. Call now, 888-749-4455.
My kind of town, Chicago is. My kind of town, Chicago is. My kind of people too.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Larry Manetti program here on CRN, the PM show with Larry Manetti. The great Nancy Manetti here with him. I'm Michael Horn, and a great man from Chicago, Larry Manetti, of course, remembers the old hometown, don't you, Larry?
I love Chicago.
It's the best.
No place like it. In fact, I had a friend of mine stop over and surprise me last week. I haven't seen him in almost 40 years. I grew up with him. And now, guys, don't laugh, but his name was Rico Bonicelli.
What was his name?
Rico Bonicelli.
Thank you,
My
Larry.
name is Rico. I'm from the... Anyway, he came over and we talked, and he told me, first thing out of his mouth, you got to go on a diet. So
Well, white guys was good friends.
I
Why do
don't
they
know.
always tell you
but
that?
Anyway,
Well,
so
he
I'm
was
on
bald.
my diet.
He was... Thank you,
Nancy said he's bald.
Nancy said you got to get some
I
hair
don't know what's
plugs.
good.
Yes.
So anyway, but that was a big high for me. It was a lot of fun.
That's good. You know who loves you, and I happened to call him the other day. We're doing a broadcast in Beverly Hills at Morton's, and you're invited tonight if you would like to
thank
come
you.
by. But when I called the Chicago office, they, of course, knew that you were one of the great Chicago favorite sons.
Oh, thanks. I love Morton's.
Yeah. All right, we got another email question here for the lovely Nancy and Larry Manetti. This comes to us from Liz. She says, do you still keep in touch with Tom Selleck and anyone else from Magnum?
I speak to Tom about once a month. He's in New York and goes up and back. And I speak to Roger Mosley. Actually, I talk to Roger Mosley more than I talk to any of those guys.
Really?
Yeah. Roger and I became good pals. And a lot of times Nancy and I and Roger go on the road. We do autograph shows and everything. He's really a funny guy.
Those are fun to do.
Yeah, he's a nice man.
Is he going to be on the show also?
Yeah, we're going to have
Absolutely.
everybody on in 1 month.
You know what? That Roger has a great singing voice.
Yeah.
Roger Mosley?
Fantastic.
Is he kind of like the Jim Neighbors of the Magnum PI show?
No.
Jim Neighbors.
Well, you know how Jim
No.
Neighbors
What
used to
are you from Pluto or
be, and then he'd be singing like,
No.
my kind.
No,
He'd be
no.
doing that whole thing. But
No, in fact, the Christmas show Larry mentioned is his favorite show. Roger does sing a cappella on that.
Yeah.
Really?
He's fantastic.
He
right.
sang what? Acapella.
That's without
Acapellas.
music.
Without music.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the name of a show. Anyway, okay. I thought he said
wait,
down on the
wait a minute.
boardwalk.
Did you take your
boardwalk."
medication today, honey?
Yeah.
Ladies and
Anyway.
gentlemen, the Manettis.
They're
are here
moving
with
me
you.
to the home slowly.
I should
Hey,
love them.
listen, I want to say something to all the people out there.
Ladies
that
and
were
gentlemen,
in-
and here is an announcement now from Nancy Manetti. Nancy?
I just want to say we wish everybody good luck that went through Irene.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's tough.
And,
There's about 34 people, 35, they say, passed away. Now
Terrible.
the count's probably going
Yeah,
up still. That's
yeah.
terrible.
But they still have all the flooding and everything, and we just want you to know we're thinking of you.
Yeah.
It's really something.
God bless America.
Yeah.
It seems like everything's happening. I mean, it's like tornadoes.
My cat died this
Your
week.
cat
no.
died. You know,
I've lost a dog
and
and
we
a
still
cat.
got Obama.
Are you like the Black Widower?
What does that? What does that mean? The Black Widow.
Everybody dies around you.
Take it easy. Just don't be my pet.
Okay.
That's it.
Rabbits
pet
have
me.
Hey,
started.
don't
pet
get
me.
personal on my wife.
The rabbits have started leaving my backyard. Okay, so David Letterman. David Letterman on the air last night was talking a little bit about Wall Street.
Anyway, good news after Hurricane Irene. Wall Street is up and running as usual. The bad news, Wall Street is up and running as usual.
That's true.
Let's see. Yes.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That was uplifting.
And apparently the economy not that good, according to Jay Leno.
Hurricane Irene turned out to be not as bad as we originally thought, which is good news. It was actually downgraded to a tropical storm. See, how sad is that? Even our hurricanes are being downgraded now. You know, apparently it must owe money to the Chinese, too. I guess they're going
And apparently there's some problems after they evacuated some of the areas.
It was still pretty bad. In fact, over 6 million people were evacuated from New Jersey. And today, 3 of them went back. Yeah, 3 of them went back.
Low blow.
Low blow.
Low blow.
Yes, some of the monologue stuff. The subway's still closed. I don't
Everything
know.
was closed in New York City. Broadway was closed. Even the subway was closed. The subways. Wow. I mean, New Yorkers had nowhere to go to the bathroom. They were stunned.
Oh, my God. That's funny. You know, these guys have a hard job.
Okay, Tomas, turn it down a little bit when you come in there. You don't want to annoy him there. Thank you so much. Yeah, they do. New York it's tough. You got to get back into it and everything.
Oh, wow.
Did you see the news networks over the weekend? They were going crazy, running like 3-hour shifts of people, and then they'd take the time off, and then the same guy would come back in 3 hours.
And I'm going to tell you, some of these guys are nuts standing out on these piers, and they're practically blown away.
Yeah, the one guy got hit with foam. Did you see that?
Sea foam. What the hell is sea foam?
Is a bunch of chemicals and stuff in the water. It looked brown.
Chemicals?
Yeah, we all know what sea foam is. You've seen sea foam. You know,
sea foam blue.
What are you
remember?
getting mad at me for?
Wasn't there sea foam
sea
green?
foam.
Sea foam.
Okay, here's Ben has a question for you. An email to lmanetti at crni.net. He says, Larry, when you began Magnum PI, did you think it would last 8 seasons?
Huh.
No.
What'd you think?
I thought we were in for a couple weeks, and I'd be back in Los Angeles
You thought it was
scurrying
gonna be a
around
short
doing
thing, huh?
yeah, doing something else. I had no idea, not even a clue, that I would be there for 8.5 years.
Nancy, close yours. His next question. This one, I believe, was sent to us from a Robert Conrad. I'm just kidding. It says, which female guest star was your favorite? Oh, Nancy's glaring at you
Oh
now.
my God!
Well, I guest starred on the show.
Yeah, she guest starred twice on the show.
So Nancy.
So
would be
what? Does it take a brain surgeon to Phi Beta Kappa to figure this out? Nancy Manetti.
Nancy, and they.
No,
Case closed.
No, Nancy DeCarl.
Who else did you like besides Nancy DeCarl? Who else did you like?
Oh God, Aaron Gray. Geez, there were so many. Carol Burnett. I'm blanking on names because. Do
you want me to leave the room?
No, I can't. What's her name? Gee, I can't think of them.
That's good, Larry.
You know, in 8.5 years, we had tons. There was a ton of them.
Why don't you get that list you carry in your back pocket there? No, I'm just kidding.
Get that black book out.
How did you become close friends with Frank Sinatra?
Frank Sinatra. I met Sinatra when I think I was 12. I was a caddy in Chicago. And every summer I would hitchhike to a different course. And we'd be in a pool, and you'd get whoever you got. And lo and behold, I got Sinatra and three other guys. And that's how I first met him.
Who were the other guys?
I don't know. I don't have a clue. And then the next year, I was at another country club, and I found out that he was there, and I paid off another caddy to get him because he obviously didn't know who Frank Sinatra was. And that was the second time I caddied for him. And it kind of helped me because when I did meet him again in Los Angeles in '72, he was on Sunset Boulevard with his lawyer, Mickey Rudin. And I walked up and reminded him, and his lawyer wanted to start hitting me with things, thought I was some kind of a psychopath. And Frank said, well, call Mickey Rudin, look it up and call him, and we'll be in touch. That was it. So that's how it happened.
Oh, pretty good story there.
Yeah, thank you.
Over the years, we have more with Larry Manetti and Nancy Manetti on CRN.